into your hands. Ya Allah, guide us, protect us, unite us, and show us, lead us to the way of success. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Next is Mrs. Chuma Zerbe to give us the Christian prayer.
When we want to reverence God, we have to stand up because He's King of glory. His reason why we are here today. His reason why we sleep and we wake up. So if you can stand up for us to recognize or give you glory in Jesus' name. Just want to say small. All we are saying is thank you, Jesus. Thank you, our Lord. We are saying thank you, thank you. Thank you, our Lord. King of glory, we thank you. Ancient of all days, we reference you. We thank you because we are alive today in the land of the living. There are so many people that went to bed yesterday but did not wake up. But by your mercies, we are here. We thank you for our gathering. Because our gathering is unto you. And we know because it's unto you, we are going to be successful in Jesus' name. Father, we just say thank you. Take over everything we are going to do. From the first speaker to the last speaker. From everything we are going to do. We reverence you in it in Jesus' name. And we're saying at the end of it, let aims and objective of this group be established in Jesus' name. We're asking for love, we're asking for unity, we're asking for strength. With all this, we can do it and we can achieve in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you very much. Next on the agenda will have been the introduction of members of UAT, but we're going to skip that and go to number 3, which is the self-introduction by members. So I'll hand over the microphone to the first person on the second row. She will introduce herself, pass to the person next to her, so that nobody is seen standing around. So when you finish, you give to the person next to you. Thank you. Good morning, ladies. I feel a gentleman please first. Very woman. A new member among you. Thank you. Thank you. We are all new. The session is quite new. Go ahead. And, tell us what you do. Women for peace. We are the light of the nation. My name is Jonathan Kalako. I'm a businessman from
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mrs. Chuma Zerbe. I'm from Ihiala local government in Anambra State.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Peace Obi. I'm from Navy, Anambra State. BBW. My name is Princess Max Okaka Awolo. I'm from Delta, married to an Anambra man. Good morning, everybody. Actually, Momo from me.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Grace Okoye from Edo State, married to Anambra.
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Ngozi Mba.
from Imo State, married to Imo State.
Good morning, everybody. Miss Ezine Celestina Ufele from Imo State. I'm a businesswoman.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Haji Aisha. I'm looking for Haji Aisha to introduce me. Where? Where? Are you here? Oh. Okay. Indigenous of Sokoto State. I reside here sometimes in Kaduna. And I spoke to a couple of people before I got here. I want to introduce somebody in Sokoto that can actually help to mobilize people on behalf of the state. And I have somebody also from Bayelsa. I'm a politician. Awesome. No? For you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Asma Otuka from Adamawa State.
Good morning. I'm Eva, and I'm Cross River.
Good morning, everyone. My name is the kid.
Good morning, everyone present here. My name is Cynthia Ayaloba from Anambra State.
Good morning, all. My name is Ita Dixon. I'm Kwai State. I'm a member of the youth wing of the Beauty and Dread. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. My name is Ngozi Mbebeze. I run Buka. We want online soup in contact me. I'm here, yes. Vegetable soup, onugbu, okra. Thank you. I'm from Nani.
Good morning, all. My name is Dikejeba Gloria Ngozi. I'm in Anambra State. Good morning, everyone. My name is Omotsuli Adebayo from Osogbo in Osun State. Good morning, everybody. My name is Robert Igbo. I'm from Kano, Benin State. Good morning, all. My name is Nkiru Oguli. I'm from Anambra State. My name is Honorable Abayi Rebecca Amos. I'm from Abadi FCT. I'm a business lady and a politician.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Fatija Ibrahim from the State Lecturer. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Fatima Eyaro from Gombe State, also a lecturer. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Hajja Alheri Ibrahim, a doctor lecturing at Federal College of Education, Technical Gombe from the youth wing. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Honorable Ejiro, and I'm here with our crew. And I want to say thank you for having us. The most beautiful girl in Abuja is in the house, and we want to say thank you. Stephanie is also in the house. Stephanie Adekule, thank you for coming, and my boys are behind. Thank you. I'm from Delta State.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Goldie Ugo from Anambra State. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Lucy Akumaba. I'm from Delta State. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lami Ojo from Kogi State.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Comrade Ahmed Suleiman from Kogi State, based in Abuja.
Good morning. My name is Austin Uli Etien from Olupani, Cross River State.
Hello, my name is Samuel Opa, an entrepreneur from Abia State.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kenya Adeshina. I'm from Kogi State.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Comfort Joanna Mark from FCT.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Adima Mohammed, President of FCT Youth in Politics from Abuja.
Irobo, Isoko, Shakiri, Mani Wado, Yi. My name is Roland Tuere from Abaji Area Council. I'm from Delta State, Abraga.
Oh. Good morning, all. My name is Patience Bates from Akwa Ibom State, Ibiona.
Good morning, all. My name is Blessing and I'm from Delta State.
Good morning, all. My name is Anthony Tobias from Plateau State.
Point of correction. Good afternoon, everyone. Not money. My name is Mr. Dennis Okemli from East Local Government in Ebonyi State. I'm a PA on Honorable Ejiro. I reside here in Abuja. Thank you so much.
Light of the nation. Beauty and grace. Light of the nation.
My name is Esen State.
I'm very sorry, the self-introduction will continue after a while. Beauty and brains. Beauty and brains. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I stand on non-existing protocols. I feel honored to be given this opportunity to introduce to all present the distinguished personalities gathered here today to witness and add gavel to the inaugural meeting of Beauty and Brains. First on my list is Dr. Suleiman Adebayo. Director of Commodities and Export Department in the Federal Ministry of Trade and Investment. He will be giving us a lecture on building a strong foundation for women. You're welcome, sir. Next, we have Senator Binta Masi. She will soon join us. Then we have Ms. Yinka Ajibola, the National President, Business and Professional Women. She will be giving us a useful lecture titled Tips on Starting a Business. I also have on my list our distinguished member, Dr. Buki Bello Jaesimi, and Honorable Adaku Woma Osaize. They will graciously enlighten us on protocol and etiquette. While our president, Honorable Hail Mary Aipu, will conclude the lecture series with a talk on values, character, integrity, and trust. Before I take a leave, I crave your indulgence to further introduce members of our Board of Trustees. We will do that later. So, okay. Next will now be the President's address of welcome.
Our great director, my sister, our auntie, Dr. Buki, she just flew in from Lagos this morning. She's our member. Pina, you are doing a great job. Our new commissioner from Abia State, we say we thank God for your life. They just appointed our commissioner. So it's a fast mark to us. My Honorable Golda, you are welcome. My Ajia, my wonderful sir. Ajia Fati is in charge of chairman, planning committee, finance. Golda is in charge of planning committee. Auntie Dada, she's in charge of skill acquisition. And our big sister here is in charge of skill acquisition also. Ajia Saude, you are welcome. And she's deputizing Ajia Ambassador Aisha. She said we should not call her Aisha. Please, you are all welcome. Our director is a busy person. We want to kick off. I want every one of you to listen attentively. We want to build a solid foundation. When you are building a house, you need to build solid foundation. And that's what, and we want to change the narrative. It's not women gathering as usual. Our sisters, 36 states, they are hooked up to this Zoom meeting now. They are watching us. I want every one of you to listen, especially the youth. Take your destiny in your hands and be useful to yourself. Don't blame anybody. Don't blame anybody. Don't blame anybody. Take your destiny in your hands and listen attentively and change the narrative of this great nation. Don't say this person has been said before. We don't want to hear that. Play your own part. As we listen to these amiable people on the high table, they are tested and we know their worth. No women gathering has ever built a solid foundation. We are not such women that we are just dancing all over the place, shaking our boots, clapping hands. No, we want to change the narrative. We want to change what is happening in this country for us to have a better country, Nigeria. Please listen attentively. We are in serious business here, please. Thank you very much.
I now hand over the microphone to our first speaker.
Thank you. I don't know whether you will permit me to sit down or I should stand. Okay, they can see me. Okay, I will stand up. I'm just trying to organize myself. The reason, sorry.
Yes, because
I should come to the front. You know, I have my notes and I think it's better. Yes. Yes. Let me apologize. One, I didn't tell the Honorable Minister that I was coming. And I did that deliberately because I may be to do one or two things. As I came in, the call came. And who called me? Ambassador Miriam Katago, our Honorable Minister of State, Her Excellency. I said, where are you? I said, I'm in Abuja. Are you in the office? I didn't know what to say. I said, I'm not in the office. I have an engagement. Attention is needed back in the office. But I'm happy I'm there, and I would need to say. Then the other Honorable Minister, His Excellency Otuba, Chad is also out of the country. So he's outside. I'm also expected to be outside, so you can understand my situation. Very challenging, but nevertheless, introduced as I'm not giving a lecture. I'll say something perhaps that you can draw inspiration from. And I'm trying to organize my talk. I came in already. Let me start by the special and warm greetings by saying beauty and praise.
Light of the nation.
Yes. And you know what light of the nation means. And I believe truly you are the light of the nation. I will say that, let me appreciate all the leadership of these wonderful associations and the executive members, including the distinguished members on the board of trustees, the newly appointed committee. You have distinguished. When you have brain and beauty combined together, then Nigeria is blessed. So I should say that, but just go quickly. The fact that the issue of gender, the issue of women, is very paramount in the ministry. In the ministry, we have a gender unit, and also we also have a gender unit. But let me quickly go to my address and say that I'm very delighted and honored to be invited to deliver a keynote topic building a strong foundation at the inaugural general meeting of the Beauty That Brings Women for Peace and Unity Foundation. We all need peace. We all need unity. We need stability. And your role in nation building. I will begin by commending the organizer for successfully putting this meeting together and creating a platform for women in the non-oil commodity sector to share ideas, championing your growth and development objectives. Let me share a wonderful quote which says that if you educate a man, you educate a man. However, if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. I think that speaks for the role of. I'm particularly pleased to note that the theme for today's meeting, building a strong foundation as women, is very time owing to this critical period where women full and effective participation and decision-making in public life, as well as the eliminations of violence for achieving gender equality and the empowerment of all women and girls is at the forefront of relevant discourse, including growth around the world. Also, we cannot overemphasize the tremendous efforts made by women during the trying periods of COVID-19 pandemic to the overall sustenance of the economy. We are all aware that the main focus of the present administration is just toward diversifying the economy by boosting production and export of non-oil products, such as agri-commodities, solid minerals, and manufactured products for increased forest earnings and the overall benefit of the nation. It may interest you to note that the Central Bank of Nigeria, through its development finance initiatives and in a bid to diversify the economy, encourages exports and conserve foreign exchange reserve, has over the past few years provided interventions in key sectors of the economy. It is on record that the past few years, the aim of the intervention Okay, sorry, it is on record that the CBN has doled out over ₦1 trillion into the agri-led sector over the past few years. The aim of the intervention is to, among others, things, enhance the food sufficiency, provide employment, reduce food import base, and help foreign exchange through export of the anticipated value added to the net produce from the farm place. The CBN is conscious of inclusivity and ensures that women constitute a significant aspect of the program. The issue of financial inclusion is always there, both domestically and internationally. I don't know the ranking of Nigeria in terms of financial inclusiveness, particularly for women. Furthermore, the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, its agencies and parastatals recognize the need for inclusivity in designing and implementing its policies, programs, and activities. Women-owned large-scale businesses and micro, small, and medium enterprises have benefited from federal government loan through Bank of Industry. Also, the Ministry Export Employment Facility Program, being managed by Nigerian Export Promotion Council, was launched this year, has a special provision for women and youth-owned businesses. I was privileged to attend the steering committee of the Export Employment Facility, and the role of women was mentioned, particularly women-owned businesses. And I can confirm to you that there will be some allocations dedicated for women in businesses. Aside from the numerous activities by the federal government geared toward promoting inclusivity, we must not ignore the significant position that women are now occupying in the public space. We have a recent experience. Madam Dr. Okojiwela is a celebrated Nigerian and Africa, the first Nigerian, the first woman, and the first African to occupy the position of WTO Director General. And I think Nigeria should be proud of this. She's a woman of substance, and there are several many women of substance. Equally in the UN, we have the Deputy Secretary General also in Nigeria and a woman, and we're proud of her achievement. Also in Nigeria, there are several women occupying several positions, leadership positions, both at the ministry level and at the chief executive level, including the person I just mentioned, our own the Honorable Minister of State, Her Excellency Ambassador Mary Katago, the Honorable Minister for State for Industry, Trade and Investment, including your own women, the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, and several of them that perhaps I won't be able to mention now. And it may interest you to know that 2 of the 3 top management positions, like I said, in our ministry, are occupied by women. Also, some of the ministry department and ambassadors are also headed by the female gender. Furthermore, as you are aware, the minister has a general gender unit and an additional gender initiative for commodity and export, which I initiated, and by November will be 1 year old. And I'm organizing a roundtable discussions on that in terms of challenges faced by women. Government is mindful of the lingering challenges that are bound, especially as relates to inclusivity. Although daunting but not insurmountable, the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment remain committed to developing and implementing relevant policies and programs aimed at providing an enabling environment for women-owned businesses to thrive for the purpose of facilitating the competitiveness of Nigerian community, locally and internationally, and to facilitate increased investment into the non-oil sector. Let me also tell you that we all know that 8th of March every year is a global day celebrating the social, economic, and political importance of women. And you may recall that the theme for this year's Women Days is what? Women in leadership, achieving an unequal future in a COVID-19 world. I hope your gathering today will also take advantage of this important topic. Also, the SDG 5, achieve gender equalities and empower all women and girls, seek to end all forms of discrimination against all women and girls, and eliminate all forms of violence in the public and private space, including trafficking and sexual and other types of exploitation. Women have a critical role to play in all of the SDG goals, while many targets, specifically recognizing women equalities and empowerment as both the objective And as part of the solution, Goal 5 is known as the standalone gender goal because it is dedicated to achieving these heads. Let me also say this, that women has to be on the table. And I believe whenever there are decisions to be made, whenever policies are to be made, please insist that women must be on the table. Wherever you are doing your political gathering, association, insist that women must be on the table. Share the experience of Rwanda. They have a very good program for women, and deliberately there are several appointments earmarked and dedicated for women. I wonder what we are doing in Nigeria to that effect. But you just have to partner with the men to achieve your aspiration. You can't do it alone. You need to cut the women, the men. I assure you the men will be on your side. Why will the men not support you? Who is not born of a woman? Nobody. Who doesn't have a woman blood? Nobody. Is it that you have a daughter, or you have a mother, or you have a wife, or you have a sister? Therefore, we can't do without women. Without women, there may not be peace. Without women, there may not be progress. Without women, there will not be stability. Without women, there will not be prosperity. Without the women, there will be food. So we need women to achieve all this, especially beautiful women and women with brains and intelligence. Without much ado, let me once again commend the organizer for putting this managerial meeting together, and I wish you successful and productive deliberation. We'll be there for you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Suleiman. He is a he for she. We appreciate you, sir. Next to talk to us is, to give us a brief remark, is Ambassador Aisha Abdulkadir, and she will be talking to us on love and togetherness. Beauty and brains. Beauty and brains.
Light of the nation.
I need to hear you loud. Beauty and brains.
Light of the nation.
You are welcome, my beautiful ladies. I'm here before you once again to remind us about something that already exists between us, which is love. I mean love for one another. One will ask, what love is? I will say love is being a good to humanity with no expectation of gratification. I relate love to the nature of mother. Why? Because it is only love that explains how mother is seeing her babies. Forget about labor pain. 9 months of restless and every other inconveniences that comes with childbearing. Once she carried her baby in her hand, all she thinks is how to give them the best. It is love that says, together we stand, divided we fall. It is love that accommodates others' opinion and perspective, even when it is contrary to our principles and beliefs. Love says we are prosperous when we complete and each other than competing with one another. Love makes us encourage each other in the face of difficulties. You never lose by loving, but you always lose by holding back. Unconditional love is what we need to give to each other, as it is the most expensive gift at this present time. So I'm calling my sisters, let's avoid jealousy, envy, and hatred between us. Let's embrace ourselves as sisters. Let's encourage ourselves to become somebody in the future. Once you love, as I always said, we want to lift ourselves to become somebody. But at the end, so many groups of women have been gathering. At the end, you will now start hearing side talks
this one will go and say this at the end of the day, we cannot succeed. If you remember very well, APC has been failing elections, but when they decided to come and join together, at the end, they win. So we need to be sincerely love ourselves, not just saying it by mouth, and at the end of the day, everything will fall apart. When we say we love ourselves, let's do it sincerely, wholeheartedly, and as our president is always saying, let's change the narrative. Let's do it wholeheartedly. Let's take it seriously. Let's not just come here and talk love, and then when we went back to our cabinet, we just forget about it. So I'm pleading with the beauty and breast. Let's set an example and be serious this time around. Let's change the narratives. Thank you very much. We will now continue from where we broke off from. That is the introduction. So, organizer.
Light of the nation.
Clap now. Thank you.
Good morning, all. Aja Zaleha Yusuf. I'm from Edo State. My name, I'm from Edo State. Deputy State Woman Leader, APC, Edo State.
Sorry.
Good afternoon, all. I am Honorable Chichi Ezewokike, and I'm from Anambra State. Thank you. Beauty and brains. Beauty. I am Mrs. Chikeze Nkechi, the former chairperson of Onimo local government area. I'm from Imo State. Thank you.
Next to talk to us is Auntie Dada. She'll just be giving us a very brief goodwill message.
Beauty and brains.
Light of the nation.
Beauty and brains.
Light of the nation.
I stand on the existing protocol, my president. I'm happy to see the women here
And if you look around, you see that this is mini Nigeria sitting in this hall.
That's right.
We have all parts of Nigeria in this hall. The secret I want to share with all women is, from today, we should put it behind our minds. Tribe and religion is not what divides us. That is what unites us. We are all destined to be where we are. So we should take that destiny and hold on to it. Let no partisan or whatever come around us and tell us that because you are this tribe or because you are this religion, you cannot be somewhere or you will not be anybody. A woman is a woman from her being and from her heart. So let us remain faithful to ourselves. Let us remain women inside. When I said women inside, a woman inside is peaceful, loving, enduring. So we should remain women inside. And please, my women, I am advocating for one thing. I have seen where people survive on nature. Where you plant a tree, a mango tree, and at the end of the day, people will pluck that mango and sell it and eat from it. So we don't have to have a big business to survive. As we go home, let's look for any economic tree we can get. Let's plant, and we will eat out of it. And some families will survive with those trees. As I am standing here, if there's anybody who needs that economic tree and we cannot find it, please call me. You see women selling pear on the street. Just one tree of pear will hold a whole family. So please let us do something with our lives, as we said earlier. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Auntie Dada. Next to be speaking to us is Auntie Yinka Ajibola. She will be talking to us on tips on starting a business.
Beauty and brains.
Light of the nation.
Good afternoon, everybody. Let me first say a very big thank you to the leadership that called me to come and speak at your very first meeting. I feel deeply humbled and I'm extremely grateful. Let me congratulate you on this first general meeting. You know, the first thing I liked about your name is your name. It says beauty and brains, women for peace and unity. You know, we women are beautiful. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you agree, just clap for yourself. Clapping for myself too. You see, we are beautiful. Whether you are small or big or tall or short or fair or dark, women are simply beautiful. And honestly, tell yourself, I am beautiful. And that's what your name says. Then you said brains. Honestly, we have a lot of brains. Enough brain to cope with being a woman, managing ourselves and all that concerns us. Period every day, every month, pregnancy and carrying maybe sometimes 2 or 3 children in your tummy for 9 months, taking care of the children, taking care of yourself, taking care of your husband, taking care of the family, and having your business or workplace. We are brainy.
Right, yes.
So, why do Dr. Conti not think we are important? Nigeria, we are not in politics. They just use us. We must have a new narrative.
That's right.
We must have a new narrative. You know, when we are in school with us men, we lead them. If you look at classes, women top the classes. Why now? Why should they be leading us home? Let's have a new narrative, and let's tell them, look, we will bring people. After all, we are the people who bring people to the table to come and vote. Conditionality, is that not what IMF gives us? Let's lay out conditions, and before we give ourselves and give our whatever we have, our brains, our beauty, our wherewithal, the effort, let's make sure we get it. Let's 2023 mark a turning point for us women. You know, we are talking about tips of business. You know, one thing we've always said is that, you know, because we are not financially, you know, capable, so we take the back. Look, we'll start from somewhere, but your strength, our strength is in our numbers. And so let us use our strength to get what we need. We need to be there. We need to be the decision makers. Yes. We need to be there, not that they will decide for us or just give us peanuts. Let us make our demands and don't let's just get there. Don't let them use us before they make our demands. Anyway, I'm supposed to talk about business, but we are all here, and even business that we want to do, you know, it's in an environment, and all the politics, you know, the decisions of politicians affect us. So we need to be there, and that's why I said, let me say that one. Business. Why do you want to be in business? Many of us, I like the introduction, all from various parts of Nigeria, you know, and I particularly like the lady that said, the person that food. Oh, she talked about her business with passion, you know. In fact, it's like I should ask her, where is that Bama food, so that I will join. So, business, why do you want to go into business? Is it because somebody is doing the same thing? Okay, let me do it. No, that shouldn't be the reason why you want to go to business. Is it, oh, I want to make money? Business will always make you money, but is that your main reason for going to business? No. If you want to go into business, business that will last, you know, it must be to provide a service. It must be to provide a service. An event planner sees that that event they did is just badly planned. They need somebody who is good at it to package it. He says, I will do that, I will offer that service. And in doing that, you will make money. So the first thing you need to know is, what service do I want to render? What service do I want to render? That's the first thing. And package yourself for that service. Okay? So we've talked about, it's not just because my friend is doing this. It's not because, oh, I want to make money. You must have something that you want, a service, a need. Somebody who is putting up a school, you know, we all want to go send our children to school, you know, so that's a service. So you must be getting ready to give service. How do you decide on what business you want to do? You see, God has a plan for all of us. And the God factor is very important. It's very important. You see, some people are very good at certain things, others are just not good at that. But each and every one of us, God has given a gift. And you know, what I always say for business is that we need to go back to that person who made us, who has a plan for us, to say, what plan do you have for me? Where do you think I pray? Through prayers. Whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, you need to seek God, that God direct me as to what to do. Because when God leads you, you know, you will always succeed. Even if there are challenges along the way, the Lord that led you to that way will give you the strength to surmount the challenges. So you need prayers. You need to call on God, that God directs me. It is, you know, sometimes you don't even have an idea. What can I do? I don't even know. But when you call on God, He will tell you, this is what you can do. Even if it's to sell corn, you know, you will do it and you will prosper in it. So the first thing is, call God, talk to Him and ask Him which direction you should go. The next thing is, you know, many times we underestimate the little things that we enjoy. The little things, seemingly little things that we do, and we do very well. We underestimate them. And that is where maybe God has. For example, I know one of the top, you know, caterers in Abuja, something. She used to like cooking, and that's how she eventually led her to opening up a restaurant, and she has prospered tremendously. What do you have passion in doing? Are you somebody that likes to use your hands for some things? So you need to find out, you know, what you have passion for. You see, the business you will do. Are you somebody that you enjoy meeting people? The area of business you do might be in that. For example, I'll give my own example. When I was in secondary school, I liked maths. Those people that didn't know how to, you know, many people don't like maths. I would teach them. And then my father used to teach me also at home, you know. So I liked maths, you know. But I didn't like to be a teacher. You know, those days, our teachers, they are the low part of low echelon of society. So I told my father clearly, I'm not going to be a teacher. When I was going to invest, I did it. So I did engineering. You know, but eventually, you know what I'm doing now? Education. You know what I enjoy doing most now? Teaching children maths. I've already taught before I came here today. I enjoy it when I simplify things. And I've used this, my teaching now has made me money. It has prospered me. In fact, that's what I eat from now. You know, so what am I saying? Don't underestimate the things you enjoy doing. The things that if they don't even pay you, you would enjoy. Like the woman that talked about Mama, I'm sure she enjoys cooking. You know, some people, they will enjoy cooking. They will enjoy people to bring people to come and eat their food. And you can turn that to a business. I'm sure you will make it. I mean, food is important. Who doesn't want to eat? And there are some food you don't know how to cook, but you enjoy eating. So you look for somebody who would make it. And of course, you have to put money down. So the person who is doing that business will prosper in it. So you need to have, you know, something that you have passion for. So what have we said? We have talked about number one, seeking God and asking Him to direct you. Number two, you must have the passion for what you want to do. Like my daughter here, you know, long ago, many years ago, maybe about 15 years ago, she had done this tailoring, you know, just putting things together. So she went away from it, but she came back to it. You know that inside her, this is what she enjoys. And you know, she really enjoys it. If you see her Instagram page, if you do this, I would say, I can't do this one. But, you know, when people see it, say, I'm thinking, look, somebody has just ordered based on what I put there. Yes, she enjoys it, and you know, you will prosper from it. So what do you enjoy? Don't underestimate those little things that you think you enjoy. It may be the seed that would lead you to the business that God wants you to do and prosper. I was going to say praise the Lord, you know. It is well. Now, next thing, you want to set up a business. The very important thing we all know is what? Money. And that is a major issue. It's a major issue, you know. But let me tell you something. We are in an environment where we have family, we have friends, we have people we can talk to. And when you are starting business, honestly, if you don't have, some people have enough money to start the business with. Of course, the issue of God and the issue of what's their passion matters, you know. But many of us do not have adequate resources, financial resources to start a business. And you start wondering. The first place, as far as I am concerned, to go is not a bank. The first place to go is not a bank. The first place to go is, who can I talk to? Who can give me, who has confidence in me that, you know, can give me some money? If I have a little, you must have a little. Who has confidence and say, okay, you can start off with this at a certain time or after some time, that I will not feel under pressure. That's a good place to go. That's number one. Number two, if you are lucky, you have friends that can give you contracts, you know, Yes, you know, contracts, people make money easily there. You can use it because even if you do contracts, contracts will not continue to be there. So you put your contract, make money, and use it for a business, right? So you can use that, you know. But let bank be the last resort. Your family, your friends, to give you, you know what about bank? Banks, especially in Nigeria, they don't know the nitty-gritty of your business. All they are interested in is collect this money quickly and then start with paying with interest. Business, especially when you start, is tough. It's tough. You have the challenges of, you know, getting the product, whichever product you want to do, whether it's a service or a physical product, you want to make some goods and sell, you know, or even you want to buy some things and sell, you know, running around, getting a few staff that will help you, enough challenges. Okay, initially creating a market, you know, it's enough challenges. And then bank, immediately they give you, maybe 1 month, they start asking for your money. You may not have the money at that time. You know, you'll be under too much pressure and it can lead to failure of business. So let that be the last resort. In fact, in the banks, they will also tell you put something down, you know, and it's a lot of stress. I'll give you my example. You know, I had some little money when I was going to set up my educational institution. I had some little money, but as the Lord will have it, a friend of mine just said, Yinka, I have this money. Take it anytime you can return it. Honestly, that was what helped me start. In addition, I went to the bank, but that was the bank hole was like this. But meanwhile, the little what I got from the bank is much less than what I needed. So I could manage, you know, I had done most of the things myself. Maybe what I got from the bank was just about 1/4 of what I needed. You know, imagine it. And for the first couple of months, for the first year, it was tough. Sometimes I wouldn't even be able to pay my salary. You know, when you're in business, when you're starting up, you know, sometimes you can't pay yourself. You just make sure maybe 1 or 2 people that, you know, work with you, you get money. But if with that, I was under stress with the bank, I would just, you know, collapse. So, but my friend that gave me, I mean, it was when I was more comfortable. So it's always a good source to get money from. Another very important source to get money from is cooperative. Beauty and brains, women, I think as you are starting up now, think seriously about the cooperative. The cooperative disciplines you to put something down regularly, every month, and then you will have rules and regulations for everybody. So when you have that discipline, I think if you have some money there, you know, and you can get something from, and cooperative, their loans are number one, easy to get. They won't ask you for your father's and grandfather's house to come and use as collateral, and then the interest will be low, and then you can have a reasonable payment pattern. So cooperative is something we women can take advantage of, you know, to have funds to start our business, you know. So bank have said, you know, banks, in fact, so let it be. You see, if you are already on it, you are to start a business, just reduce the bank element from it. Reduce the bank element. So we've talked about something about the money. Now, what do you want to do? I will give some examples of the Bible. You know, when the children of Israel were going to the promised land, they sent Joshua and Caleb and 10 others to go and survey the land to see whether the land is good. If you decide on the business to go, it is important that you survey that business. It is important for you to go to people who are already in that business and say, how are you doing it? So that you start learning the challenges. You may not know, of course, you will not get to know all. They won't tell you everything, but you will know a bit about the business. It's important to go to their various areas and see how are they doing it, how long have they been, who are the people, and get a mentor in that field to tell you, to be frank with you, so that you will have an idea of what you are going to, what you are going into. People have different experiences. The fact that somebody made it does not mean that you will make it. The fact that somebody failed does not mean that you will fail. Your own is different. But talking to them would give you a lot of information that would help you in the business. So go and do your survey and then do a business plan. You don't have to look for an expert that will give you a big business plan. You can, put something together yourself. What's a business plan? You know how much you can get in terms of money. What do I want to do? 3 months. Where do I think I would get to in 3 months, in 6 months, in 1 year? And write it down. Write it down. The beauty about my Bible says, write down the vision. What's your vision? What's your hope? What do you want to achieve? Where are you going to? You're starting from somewhere. Where are you going to? Where do you want to reach? You need to put something down so that regularly you will be checking and saying, okay, this is what I planned. This is what I've achieved. No, I have not achieved it. Why haven't I achieved it? Is there anything I can do? What else can I do? Is there a need for me to change the direction? Is there anything need for me to amend what I originally thought? You need to write something down so that regularly you will be reviewing and, updating your plans and also reacting if there needs be to the plan that you have made. So you need a business plan which you would now gradually follow. You can talk to those who have done it before and put something down. It doesn't matter. The bank may need a big business, but on your own, you can write something down. This is what I need to. This is, it's when you write it down, you know, this is what I want to do. What do I need? If I want to sell this number of things, or if I want to offer this level of service, how many people will I need? What will I pay them? Will I have the money? Where will the money come from? Okay, if 10 people would use our services, this is how much we will charge them. This is how much they will pay. We will make this amount of money. If we make this amount of money, this is what we will use for salaries and other things. This is what we get. You do it over a period of time so that regularly you'll be updating and seeing whether you are making progress, whether you are not making progress, whether there's, if you want to start a business, you need to make such a plan. Okay? Now, I've already said you will talk to those who are there and they would help you. Now, some of us have a lot of resources, and you can start the business without much stress on finance. But it's important you know the limit of your ability, either to manage it or when you don't have enough finance, what you can afford. What am I saying? Start small or start at a limit that you can manage. Little drops of water make the mighty ocean. The Bible says, do not despise the time of small beginning. When you start small, as the challenges come, you are able to manage the challenges and then you grow. Start small and then grow gradually. Even if you have all the resources, start at a level where you can manage. You or those that you have decided to hire, you can supervise effectively. If it's too big for you, they would, pull it beyond your level of ability and they will destroy the business for you. You just find out that the money is there, but you are not, you are not replenishing it. So start small and be in control. Be in control. Watch it grow. Now you are just starting a business. It's not the time to spend. There is a time for sowing and there is a time for reaping. When you start the business, delay gratification. If they are taking Ashwebi today, sorry, I have pink at home. Let me wear the one. I won't take that one. It's not compulsory. And put the one you have at home. Knock your powder. Do everything. You look good. You look different. Good, but it doesn't matter. But if you cannot afford it today, tomorrow you'll be able to afford a lot more than that. And the future is more important than the now. So be careful about your expenses. Be careful. You see, we women, we need to be very careful. It's not every time you must spend money on things that do not matter. There's a time for sowing. There's a time that you are more comfortable and you can reap. Don't do what the other person is doing. You don't know how far she has gone. You don't know when she has sold. Do it to you. So, when you are starting a business, plow back so that you can grow. Plow back, so that you can grow. Plow back so that you can grow. You can have a bigger business. The bigger it is, the better you are. So it's not it's the time to make gratification, to delay all the expenses, That's all. Another important thing is that you see, it is not the number of people that you employ to work for you that matters. It is how effective the people that work for you are. It's so important. Don't surround yourself with so many people that will just be wasting your money. They will do nothing. Make sure you identify what do I want this person to do, and just have enough people to give you results, and you pay them. You are happy about what you are paying them. You pay them commensurate. Look, in business, you've got to be, really serious or smart. Sometimes you have to close your eyes. If somebody is not giving you results, you have to tell the person no, or if you have to cut down on that, no. You must have a way you measure, like I had a friend, she was doing very big business. In those days, mother care, she was doing things that were like that. Some of her workers, tailoring and stuff like that, some of them earned so much money, and the money they do is related to them. So if we're doing business and we're using people, if it's measurable, let us remunerate our people according to what they bring in. I'll tell you my experience, of course, the COVID, education, nobody was coming to school and so on. But fortunately, we had online classes. My teachers, I beg, and some staff, there is no work. But for the online classes, you are going to be paid according to the work you do. At the end of that year, my teachers, they call me saying, Madam, thank you very much. Because they earned more money than they normally would have earned. What am I saying? Pay people commensurate to what they are bringing in. They'll be happy to work for you, and you will also be happy because you are getting results from them and you are making more profit. So that is very important when you are doing a business. Like I've said before, please watch your expenses. Be on top of your expenses. Look, in any business, you have income, expenses. So it is income minus expenses that is equal to profit, right? Don't forget, when you say the profit, there is gross profit, that the one that is one that is gross. There is some maybe you borrowed money, you need to put back into the business, so it's not all the profits that is really profit. You need to put something back for growing the business. So you must be on top. So you must watch your expenses. Many of us, especially those who have a lot of financial resources to do, they don't watch their expenses enough. Many of our women, especially when you have a lot of money, you don't watch your expenses enough. This one is there, that one is there, that driver is there, you don't know what they are doing. That guy is there, that boss is there, you don't know what they are doing. You see, you must make sure that you segregate. If this sector, these are the people working there, what is coming in from there, what is going out, you must watch your expenses. Otherwise, within a short time, you just find out that, you are not making money. And business is not about, business is for us to make money. Business is for us to put money and get a lot more back, So whether you have the money or you don't have the money, you must make profit. And watch your expenses. That's where a bulk of the things go. And, it's important to take note of that. Now, we've been talking about business. Who are you serving? People. You have customers. So your customers are important. You must pay special attention to your customers, because your customers are the ones that will keep coming, that will direct more people to you, to bring more people and increase your business. So let's pay. You must make sure you get the customers right. You must make sure you treat them right, you retain them, and you treat them right so that they can talk to other people and expand the base of your customers, and your business would grow. Let me conclude by saying something about our own organization, Business and Professional Women. It's an international organization. It's been around for more than 90 years. In Nigeria, we are more than 60 years. In the world, we are all in about 100 countries of the world. And the objective of BPW, which is very close to BPW, is to empower women. So we'll be working in collaboration with you. We empower women economically, and the women we empower are from top to bottom. So we encourage women to go into politics. We encourage women to go into business. We encourage women, education, environment. When I saw the tree planting you did yesterday, I was really impressed, because that's about environment, So I believe BPW and BPW will have a lot in common. And I really, really appreciate your bringing me here to talk with you. I hope you have thank you for what I've said. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, man. Let us applaud her. That's not good enough. Unless you haven't learned anything. Next to speak to us is Dr. Bukola Bello Jayesimi. She'll be talking to us on protocol and etiquette, while Honorable Adaku Woma says they will give us the practical aspect of it. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I apologize because I was not properly briefed about what I meant to do. But now I'm here to take advantage of the time and whatever I have to share with you. And I hope that it will be of great benefit, not just to you, but to your organization, to your families, and to every other person that you meet in life. Let me first and foremost acknowledge and thank the organizers of this event, most especially the Board of Trustees of this organization. I think it's about time that we do different things in Nigeria, not only in Nigeria, but on the continent of Africa, where we all see as our home. So don't see Nigeria or Enugu or Abia or Kogi as your place. Own the continent of Africa. Not the home. I've been introduced briefly, but justice has not been done to that. So let me introduce myself properly. And why would you need to always introduce yourself properly? So people can harness whatever wealth of experience you are bringing to the table. So you can also harness the wealth of experience that other people that you're in the same room are bringing to the table. I am Bukola Bello Jaisimi. Yes, my doctoral research is in international diplomacy from Boston. And I am a PR consultant. That is what I do every day. And I play in the male-dominated sector of real estate. Also, I founded an organization in 2014, African Women Foundation for Nation Building. And we've been going on and on since 2014. So I welcome you to the table of foundations. I welcome you to the table of charity, because that is what it is. You have to understand that what you're doing is charity. The moment you add anything to charity that is not enhancing charity, you have missed it. You have missed it. Across the continent, I see people going to the orphanage or the motherless babies home and dressing up like they are going for a party. That's not charity. Charity means you are identifying with the people that you have come to see. You've gone to the market to enhance women. You are identifying with what they are doing in time. You are acknowledging their contribution to the nation building process of that nation. And you are according them that what they are doing is good and they should keep going. So charity is not the time for show off. It's not the time to try to dominate a place that cannot be dominated, because charity is God's own space for humanity to be blessed. So they said I talk about etiquette. Okay, etiquette. I will talk about etiquette briefly, then I'll talk about your personality as somebody that's been into charity or has been in that space before. When we talk about etiquette of charity, I have mentioned it in my intro briefly of the foundation you're doing. You have come to the table of charity. If you are not ready for the business, it's good you know that that is what it's all about. Because I see when people come to gatherings or groups like this, ideas start flowing. Ideas that is not even beneficial to the group, not even to the community that the group is operating in. Talk more of even the reason for betting that particular group. That's why I asked the president that there should be a retreat to actually let people know what this organization is trying to project into the nation of Nigeria, Africa as a whole, so that everyone can be carried along, so that people can embrace this vision and run with it. And they did send me aims and objectives, which I think is already on the platform. So I'm not going to go through that anymore, because I believe everybody that is on that platform will have seen it one time or the other. I will only advise that please keep reading it. When you hear this group, I don't want to miscall this name, Beauty and Brains Women for Peace and Unity. When you hear that name, think in the direction of what you have said you have come to do. You have come to do peace and unity. You have come to light up darkness, isn't it? That is what you have said. So that's what you should always think about. And I think if you approach it from that point, you will make nothing less than a big success of this organization now and in the near future, because it is achievable. There are times you will ask yourself, especially the BOTs, how did you get yourself to this point? What do you think you are doing? Can I continue with this journey? The day you don't tell yourself that, you have not started charity. I can tell you that from my experience from 2014. There are days you will need to let go of something that really matters to you to get something else done. That is the charity. That is the space that God wants to operate in. And when you harness money from people, please make sure that the beneficiaries are the people that need them. Because remember, whatever religion we belong to, we will give account. There's a day of reckoning that you will give account. So
Beauty and Brains Women's money is not for the organization to spend as they want. That's why there has to be strategy on what you want to do. You have to have your yearly goals, or whichever way you decided to put it. It has to be in accordance to that, or else you are out of the line. And I'm sure you know there's 1,001 things you can learn from the government, especially in Nigeria. You heard somebody representing government just left here and said that they have funds for this, for that, for this, for that. Please try and harness. Please try and find the best way to get it in here so that you can add it to whatever you receive from other sources and do something big. I look forward to a day that I will be invited that you are opening a women's hospital. It's such giant projects that I am looking at. I don't like ordinary things because everybody does ordinary things. So why are you in it is to do the things that cannot be done ordinarily. Do we have a women's bank in Nigeria? Can this be the place it's starting from? Those are the kind of giant projects that you should be looking at doing. I'm sure you have your long-term goals and you have the short-term ones, and you know as well as I do how the short-term benefits will help to enhance your long-term goals for this organization. I believe strongly that when we are talking about personality, it's just extending your scope of understanding. Because if you meet with 2-3 people today in a meeting, you're already there, isn't it? So how do you comport yourself? If you meet with 100 people, I don't know how many people are in this room today, how do you comport yourself? So tomorrow when they are looking for who is that lady in politics in Abia, you are the one that comes readily to mind. How do you do that? You can't do that if your personality is not developed. So there's something called personality development. And you can't do much in life if your personality is not developed. I'm not talking about being in the 4 walls of a classroom and learning. No, that's not what I'm saying. Till some people die, they will never go to the 4 walls of classroom. But we learn every day from our associations, from our conversations, from the things that happen around us, we do. Extending your scope of understanding is what you need to do in personality development, at least at this level. What do you know when people are talking? Do you have an idea of what they are saying? This is an organization that is trying to go around different sectors of the economy, isn't it? So it means people that are here must be informed, or else you can't do much. Somebody has spoken about starting business. Because the truth is, you need this as speech very well. Maybe you should collect it. Because if your life is not in order financially, you can't do no charity. Instead, you will come into charity looking for what you will get from charity. And that is where the problem with NGOs begin in Nigeria. I can tell you this for free. I can tell you this, that is how the problem begins. And when people's expectation, their own seeming expectation is cut short, there's problem. That the center cannot hold again. I don't pray that that will happen here. So please extend your scope of understanding, know why you are here. If you don't know, call any of the POT members or secretary or anybody that is available. You want to understand what, you know the way you say it, the cocoa of the matter of being in this place. So you can flow along. And so you can also carry that message out. Somebody came from Abia, from Enugu. I'm not sure it's Honorable Aipo that knows all those people, isn't it? I'm not sure it's all the POTs that know. Somebody has said something to someone that has brought the person to this place. So, well, it's up to you now to make that coming here worth the while. So I will appeal to the POT members and the working committees. I see everybody is busy doing one thing or the other. Please make people's being in this place also worth the while. If they are not carried along, they can't do more. They can't help. And if they cannot help you, why are they here? If they can't help you, when I say you, I mean the bishop, not a person now. Why would they be here? So please, let's look into that and help ourselves to make things happen. We came for meetings here. I saw people talking on the phone. There's no problem with that. If your voice is low, you can try that. But when you are talking and 5 people can hear what you're saying in a gathering like that's not anything to, I don't want to even call it a ticket. It's not good. Because people will look down on you. Somebody can even come from the back and say, "But what's wrong with you? Can you please stop that?" Then you get offended. Then the next meeting you don't want to show up. That's how it starts. So just know what is acceptable in a gathering and do it. There is no organization that is what is sought that doesn't have rules and regulations governing their day-to-day operations, governing their finances, governing their associations with other NGOs, with government. Those things must be in place. So maybe this is called to duty for those that are on ground working to put those things in place so that people can know their scope and they can know what to do at time. I like the pink color. It looks very nice. It looks pure. So that's another thing we should think about, purity. You can't talk about personality development without talking about purity of the heart. How pure is your heart? Are you just acting, you understand? Are you just acting? Is it really true that you're in this place for what you should be here for? And please too, when people are hungry, give them food on time so they don't get put off. Yeah, because somebody is coming. I always like when I host any meeting, I start with the tea break. Because people are coming from somewhere, somebody is already hungry, worms are biting in the tummy, he's getting upset, then you want to keep him for 1-2 hours talking. He's not listening. He's not listening. So please also try to introduce some little finger foods before people come in to sit down in a place like this. Thank you very much. So I don't know what else you want me to say. Just as I said, the little time I have with you, I hope I use it. Well, I don't want to even talk about Honorable Aipo because this is just starting here, and I would like her to prove herself to everybody, not those of us that have known her way back. I think I've known her for maybe 20 years or more, so I know a lot about her, and I know how she gets very upset when things are not working well. She is a sticker for things moving and working. Especially when it comes to grassroots. She has that passion that can keep her awake. When you dial a number at 5, I think I'm about the few people that we talk very early in the morning, 4:35 a.m. And she's awake, I'm awake. So what are we doing? We are not the first lady of this nation, but we are awake. Please, the Lord will help us try to imbibe the right attitude while you are relating to people. If you do that here, when you get back home, you discover even the attitude will change at home. People will be wondering what has happened to mommy. Where is she coming from? What do they do in that meeting she went? Because you're beginning to do some things differently from the way you've been doing it before. That is enhancing your persona and other people's as well. They're gaining and enhancing from it. Even dressing up, appearance, and also it's got to do with you. It's an old bouquet that must be put together properly. There's nothing wrong in going online and checking what colors of makeup suits you. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't allow one makeup artist to just come and paint you like a masquerade, and you collect money and you get up and you're going. Where are you going? You are the one we're talking about. This or you go to a hairdresser, just mount anything on your head, then you get up, you say you are done. Done where? You must appear your best every day. That is the rule of the game for any woman that is going anywhere. If you are dressed in a pair of jeans, you wear it in such a way that no other person will have worn a pair of jeans and a t-shirt better. That's the way it goes with women. It's not a pity party. Maybe if I don't iron my clothes, they will understand what happened to me at home. The women of these days, especially this our age, we don't look at all those things. We want people that can engage us, people that can push us, while we are also pushing those that are ahead of us. Because I wonder how many people that are older than me run after me to catch up with me every day. They don't know I'm also running to catch up with some other generation. So that is what it's all about. God bless you. God bless Beauty and Brain. And may God increase this organization. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Boko. A round of applause for her, please. Louder. At this point, Honorable Adaku will come and give us the practical aspects of a bit of what she just told us. Good afternoon, everyone.
Beauty and Brain.
With the Beauty and Brain. Like I've been earlier introduced, my name is Honorable Adaku Woma Oseza. And like she said, I would like to reintroduce myself and tell you where I'm coming from and what I started my career as a banker. Years after that, I moved into the American Embassy, where I worked for about 11 years. We started a visa section at the American Embassy. While working at the embassy, I felt I needed more. It wasn't enough. And I started asking God for what kind of business I wanted to do. And then I started selling gold. I started flying to Dubai. Every little leave I had, I was out of the country. I would go and buy, I would start selling. During that, when I started that, I decided that a percentage of my income or profits will go to charity. It started gradually. I started sending things to the village to women. You know, I didn't even know I was going to go into politics. From there, it grew, and I set up a foundation called Ada Benjamin Foundation. You can look for us. We're on Facebook and all that, and we give out monthly. We started growing like that. So today, anyway, I think one of the things I will do, I'm empowering women soon again with some few sewing machines. Maybe I will get one person from here. Follow them up. Everything that we do, we should make sure first we give to God, we give to people. It's not for us. For me, I have enough food to eat. I can take care of my kids, I can take care of my family, whatever it is. But there are people who are looking up to you. There are people who need to grow. There are people who need to help other people grow. So we need to think about other people. Mommy Manis is not here, but while I was working at the embassy, she was one of my clients buying jewelry from me. One day I had a dream because I'm gifted with dreams. That I was flying a jet and she was in that plane. Not just that she was in that plane, everybody in that plane was a politician. So I called her. I said, Mommy, I had a dream about you. I saw you in the plane, but I was flying the plane. And after that, I said, something big is coming your way. And she said, Amen. So one day she called me, she said I should come and meet her at somewhere in Zone 6 or where, I don't know. And I got there, so it was APC office or headquarters. But I asked her, what are you doing here? She said, I'm a woman leader. I am a politician. I said, but you didn't tell me the day I had a dream about you, that you were with other politicians. So I know you're going somewhere. As at that time, I didn't know I was going into politics. Long story cut short, I eventually left my job. I resigned. For the first time, the American government refused my resignation letter. They called me back and gave me an offer. We started half day. And I did half day. After a while, God told me clearly, go into politics, Abia State. All my major contacts were in APC to today, from ministers to wherever, name them. But I listened to God. And I went to Abia. They thought I was mad. How can you leave the American embassy and come into politics? I said, yes, God sent me to my people. And I will do it. And so today, when she called me to say she's in BPW, I said, I don't know what BPW is. But because God has shown me clearly, you before, there is something about this group. So don't take it for granted. There is something God wants to do with you. I will get there. Amen. So I'm talking about etiquette today while I was, even at the embassy, like they said, preparation, you prepare yourself. If you can't go to school, try to learn, whether from the internet or from fellow people that are experienced, you know. I was going to school. I would take my leave. I would fly to the US. I started with protocol school. Then I went to Harvard. From there, I went to protocol school of academy to learn corporate etiquette. I flew to London, the National Etiquette Afro School Academy, to learn social etiquette, minding manners, finishing school. How do you walk? How do you talk? How do you present yourself? How do you make yourself different from people? How do you
come into a room. You know, how do you make a bold entrance? Some people, they enter the room and you don't even notice. Some people, by the time they enter, because of the way they carry themselves, you're able to say, who is this woman? I need to know who she is. Like she said, this helps us even in our family, our children. How do you dine with your children on the table? How do you raise your kids as kings or as queens? You know, how do you, we are female, so we need to be a bit, I'm going to use the word, a bit sexy. You're not a man. So you have to be attracted to your husband, your children, your daughters have to look at you and know that you're a queen. And then they want to take after you. I mean, Esther was prepared for the king. Amongst other women, she was chosen because Mordecai taught her the rules of the king. The etiquette was, what does the king like? What is obtainable in this palace? So what makes us different from other women? And BBW women, we are going international. We are going to be dining with kings. We are going to be dining with kings. We are going to be dining with ministers. So today, I will try to teach you how to eat. Can I have hand sanitizer? I didn't bring my own. Does anybody have? I'm going to share this bread. Somebody should please help me. Maybe you want arrows. Yes, you need to use your hand. How do you eat bread? How do you eat this bread? You all go for dinner. Yes. You exactly. You all go for dinner. This girl. Somebody come and stand here. This way. I just have one left. I need to use the tissue. So we're hungry. I'm hungry too. Don't eat it. You know, even me, normally. Normally, when you come and they give you bread, we all do one thing. We all do something. It's easy. We just go to the middle of the bread, Abby, and cut. That's what we do. And we put butter. And everybody will start eating. Finish. But that's not the way it is. So if you go to a proper dining, if you go to sit down to eat properly, then you dine with the king. Let me tell you what to do. They watch you. They look around the table. They know those that have been trained. Honestly, this thing speaks globally. When you take it, you cut it a bit. You cut it a bit like this. Just a bit. You take your butter, you put it a little bit with style. With style, and you just eat it.
Hello.
After 2 minutes,
Hello.
you cut another bit. Don't join your forget if you're hungry, manage the hunger.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Put it a bit like this again, you know, and you chew.
Cameraman, you are blocking our view.
Until you finish. You know, you have this, and then you have your soup bowl. I will teach you how to take your soup. We all have the level where we carry our spoon like this and drink. It's not like that. I will teach you how to put your spoon in the right place, and then you can have your soup. Let me get.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Just an example of our starter bowl, our soup bowls, you know. It could be your corn soup or whatever it is. When we want to drink, we all know, even if it's pap at home or whatever, maybe we'll go like this. You will not do like this. But my sisters, when you are dining with the kings and queens, it's not like this, it's like this. It is from this side. It is not like this. Like this. On the opposite side. On the opposite side, and they're watching you. Watch the thing of it and watch all of them. That's how they see. And that's how they take their soup. Okay, I said, mommy, you know when you're taking your soup at home, pap, corn soup, when you go for dinner, you just do like, that's what we're used to, right? You just put your soup, your spoon, and do like this. But it's the other way around. I will teach you how to carry your handbags. Everybody. I brought this little handbag to show us how to do it. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome. A lot of us, you all have handbags here, isn't it? I mean, you can carry it like this, it's okay. But there's something we do. You know, we're going, and we're off, isn't it? This is easiest, but this is how almost everybody carries the bag. You know? No. This is what we do. This is what we do. Do you understand? Most of the time, this is actually what we do. Yes. But what I did before is the right way. You go the other way. You take your hand in and you do it this way. And you carry it like this. You understand? You can practice it if you have a bag. So normally we don't do this. You know, and we walk. Yeah. We don't do this, I will tell you. But this is the right way. Your hand goes in this way. You understand? Your hand goes in, so your elbows are out. Your elbow is out. You just carry it like this. You can practice it. You have your bag. Madam, they don't this thing, whether you're tying gele or not tying gele, now levels have changed though. Levels have changed. Even when you get to that your ward meeting now, let them know that you came for BPW, you learned something. Your carriage is different. Your steps are different. You walk with your head on. You're a confident woman. Nothing will shake. You know? So we carry it like this. Another last thing I will do is to teach you how to pose for photos. How to position your leg. If you look at first ladies, Americans, British, whatever, look at them. There's a way they stand. You just, they're different for people can do it, people can do that, but there's a way your leg must be. Your right leg has to cross your left leg like this. This is it. If you can stand up, let me come to this side. Like this. Can you see? Can you see? Yes. If you have time, Google, check them out to see them. Check them out the way they come down to play, the way they glide. There's so much to teach, but I have a very short time, you know. So I hope I taught you something, and I pray for another opportunity to teach you more. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner Designate.
While the lecture on etiquette was going on, one of our guest lecturers came in. She occupies a very big position in this organization. She's our first patron. She's Senator Binta Mercy Garba. Distinguished Senator Binta served 3 tenures in the Federal House of Representatives from 1999 to 2011. In 2009, she was elected as the first Vice President of Commonwealth Women Parliamentarians under the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association in Cameroon. She was also the only female delegate from Adamawa State to the National Conference held in Abuja in 2014. In 2015 general elections, she was the only female senator elected in all the 19 northern states of Nigeria. We are honored to have her here today to deliver a lecture on conduct to enhance unity amongst women. You are most welcome, distinguished. She was also a delegate to a women's conference in New York, sometime 2 or 3 years ago. I was there with you, ma'am.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, thank you very much for believing in us as women. And thank you very much, my sister. And thank you very much, beautiful women with brains. I'm sorry I came in late. Actually, I was supposed to be traveling today. I think my sister Ravi was on my neck yesterday and said, "Has anything for Hail Mary?" I'll be here. We need more of Hail Mary in whatever we do. Those are the people that believe in women. All of are we all politicians? Mostly, yeah. Everybody is a politician. Yeah. Thank you very much for giving me the honor to be here. And I'm happy when I came in here, I met my sister giving us some little bits of etiquette, which most of us needs. And I'm happy, unfortunately, I wasn't here when she started. Our conduct sometimes as women is very, very bad. Well, especially when it comes to political activities. And I normally tell women, whoever that cares to join politics, that there are some certain conduct you need to follow. I didn't prepare any paper because it is a daily life that we need to do. Our behavior, even apart from social gathering, our behavior in homes goes down to even our children. No, sorry, I have to make some certain scriptures. Quote. The Bible says, train up a child in the manner he will grow. So that when he grows up, he will not what? Depart from it. So those are conduct, moral conduct that most of us have kept to the dustbin. And that is why the men are using that as a yardstick to measure some of us. I'll give you an example that happened. May he so rest in peace, it's later. When I was the youngest member of parliament in 1999. Yes. I'm very attractive at that time. When I mean attractive, they call me Coca-Cola. You know? I was. But again, I got married at a very tender age, at the age of 18. We from the north. They believe once you finish secondary school, what are you doing? You have to get married. But there are some certain conduct my parents were imbibing in me. I thought they were so wicked. But I never knew it was going to pay way for me in the future. So parents, especially mothers, when the child is good, the father uses his trumpet outside to blow that is my son or that is my daughter. But when the child is bad, they look at the mother and say, hey, this is how you have trained him or her. So if it is the good aspect of it, we don't take the glory. But if it is the bad aspect of it, we take the glory, which is not the best. So as women, in every facet of our life, we need to have a kind of a conduct that somebody will look at you or you and say, I know she cannot do this. When you are in any facet of your life, the first thing anybody will say, I know she has slept with A, B, C, and D. And some of us do that. You don't have to run away from it. We do it. But when you sleep with A, B, C, D, and F, it's not a guarantee that the intention of what you are doing with them will give you what you want. But let me tell you the secret about having a good conduct before men. They revere you and they respect you. In 2003 and 2, we went for a convention in Enugu State. My senator was always on my head. And I told him, I can't do that. But in that meeting, unfortunately, we lost some people that were coming all the way from Kaduna at that time. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was just passing by from the convention and I just was talking to somebody. And the next thing I get, you are very stupid. Yeah. I think I held that meeting for 15 minutes. Then I was in Egypt. Had a convention. And I said, you not talk to me anymore. I said, is it compulsory that I must sleep with you? In the convention. Only me 1 a.m., 2 a.m. is it compulsory? I said, unfortunately, you are not my kind of man. And people were like, I said, am I hear any man in this hall that will say he knows me as a woman? The worst you can say you know me, and that I was very scared, is that you have seen my knee. Nobody here. They had to beg me and beg me and beg me. And after the time, that is when I know that respect, you don't buy it, you earn it. Even when I went back to Kaduna in 2003 election, he tried every means to see how he can destroy me. But I stood my ground. If you know your own limits, nobody can take it away from you. Moral conduct is what we need in this dying moment. And I please beg we women, not opening and closing. I was in a program in America, and the lady said, I use my brain, not my legs. If you are ugly, important you are ugly, you are not shapy or whatever. But when you have the brain, people will respect you for that. Somebody wants, even the most richest person wants to get himself attached to you. Conduct is very, very important. And unfortunately, some of our article dressing, again, it's another issue. The white man is not stupid. This is a corporate wear, a beach wear. This is the party wear. Sometimes even the way we conduct ourselves. The kind of mother is a beach wear she's wearing for a party wear that you're wearing. I remember when I was chairing the committee of women come out with some conduct for women in assembly. Unfortunately, my daughter just came back from America and she wore her jeans, her spaghetti top. She wanted to come and pick something for me, and they stopped her and she was shouting. And I said, "Well, why did they stop me?" He said, "They said I'm not properly dressed." So, what do you? What this mommy, the weather is not arranged. Why you? That's the weather in Abuja is not as hot as that of Adamawa. So you can't tell me. And number two, you have embarrassed me beyond for you wearing a t-shirt to come and meet me in. Number three, I will ask them to tear that shirt. And the man was like, "Whatever, she's your daughter." I said, "No, that is not what I trained her. You can't come to a guy, no matter how to write spaghetti, as if you are a prostitute. And the other time, they are not even doing you as a prostitute outside. Because your nipples is showing. So what are you trying to do? Excuse me, here I am. That is what I told her. She's my daughter, of course. And since then, I think she learned the bitterness. So if I have allowed her to do ever, one or two of my colleagues will have said, who is this girl? And you become a public property. So our conduct should be that sell us as person. If I'm a man and you dress anyhow, I won't have any attraction. Because everything that I wanted to see, you have exposed it. But if you now wear something and somebody is trying to do now, you allow him to start walking. What? How does she look like inside? You now sit down, all the price is outside. And none of us that our stomach is on and we use gadget. And tie the thing and you stand like this. You don't know what the body is. Just be yourself. The most important thing, what do I want to achieve as a person? What do I want to become as a woman? What impact will I leave after that's the office? What impact will I want to do that will lead to the success of the other generations that are coming behind it? The women paid sacrifices in you to be where we are. I remember when I started my campaign, let's the most I've read about her. I've seen the pain she has gone through. She wasn't an educated woman. But when she found herself involved in politics, she made her mind. Today she's nowhere to be found. She has gone to be with God Almighty. And some of us are following her footsteps. Some who want to be radical, like Fumila or some coaches. She was educated. But again, she changed the narrative in politics, and even in the activities of women. But again, can we do what they did? Margaret, she's not around. Can somebody from that angle say, "Oh, Margaret did this and that and that"? Can I follow where? Stop. I may start where she stopped. So we have this issue as women. We like to compare ourselves. I don't believe in comparison. I believe in how the brain lets it. I want person, if I know you're doing well in a particular place, I go down and meet you. How do you do it? Forget about this painting of face that we're doing. That is not it. Yes, we need to improve your beauty. But the most important thing that men are willing for will that thing up. You don't have this thing, you are not. We as politicians are assigned to women group over and over, and probably maybe this is where we started. I'll follow Governor A, you got your own agenda in your hands. The man will come. I remember we were talking about 35% of the meeting. I have to plan. I have to plan the table because I was the only female. I was shouting. Nigerians affirm her signature on the affirmative action. It needs to be domesticated in our constitution. So what is the big deal? Hey, no. My brother told me, no, it is a taboo, it's against Islamic law. Hey, no, culture. And I said, are you more holier than the custodians of Islam? And they were looking at me, I said, go and Google it. Saudi Arabia today has more women in parliament than the American Congress. And
Doctor this, Professor this, Doctor this, Professor this. And even if it is not Saudi Arabia, let's go to the United Arab Emirates, where all of you are having houses there. As I look at the women that are holding positions in Saudi, I mean, United Arab Emirates. How do you want to talk about United Arab? Let's look at Doha. So you can't tell me why, because I have to go through and make my research and the checkpoint. And I say, you sir, when they are looking for a woman, why did you bring a woman as Minister of Women Affairs from Zamfara State? He said, she's an elderly woman. And I said, but you can marry a girl of 15 at least. It was a battle. And I said, okay, I know what I will do. After we finish, I have to call all the women groups, and that is still today. It was not published. Who the people voted for or against, and I regretted that word. So if I had known, I would have kept quiet. But when they finished, yes, we lost by almost just 46 votes. And I said, what is it? We are not saying elected, we are saying appointed for us. Now when we look at it, even you that are here, you are even more troublesome than the one we have in the Africa. You have more of you. I said that it is not about being child. It's not about your wife. It's about our grandchildren. We might be alive, we might not be alive. So whatever we are doing, it's not for me to be. I can never be here forever. But it will be my pride tomorrow. I see a woman becoming a governor, a woman becoming the president. Go to the same school, some of us do well. Some that do the best. But it is because we women refuse to harness our strengths population-wise. If Nigeria has about 56% of the population, we can do and undo politically. If APC brings in a woman, say from Adamawa North, PDP should bring a woman from Adamawa North. Any other political party should bring a woman from Adamawa North. Why? So at least one of those women will emerge. I mean, because I'm PDP or APC or ABGA or whatever, a woman is coming out. Because if that woman comes out, she feels your pain more than the man.
That's right.
Because all of us have gone through one fire or the other. Marital fire, giving birth is a fire, and selling food and the what and to take care of it. Every woman has a similar story, in one way or the other. Then you are battling with in-laws, you are battling with brothers, you are battling with husband, you are pregnant, he will leave you, you will go to the neighbor, what you know. And you see other women, you are shouting, that other one is shouting. So we have the same problem more than the men. But unfortunately, the men use us and dump us because of our conduct. I hate when I see women coming together. Hey, PCA, hey, PCA, PDPA. That one, it needs to change. Although, yes, we as women are trying to follow you. If we win this election, what is our own? Go with your paper and Bible, bring in the idea. Okay, Adama, you are 21 local government. What is 35% of maybe about 7 or 8 slow? Can you give us this commission? Yes, so that is what we are shouting. And we saw that in the National Assembly. Hey, Rwanda! Sit down. Oh, they killed the man in Rwanda. That is why women have said no. No. The president of Rwanda believed in women. And that is why today Rwanda stands as the Singapore of Africa. When you have a president or a governor that believes in the emancipation of women,
that believes that every person, every woman is given a kind of, you've given a time for her to excel. Obviously, she will. We won't say that all the women are the same. We used to pride ourselves as Nigerian women before now, but 2 women disappointed us. And that's why we are thinking, blah, 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 blah. But that is not all women are the same. Because one thing that I held on to that maybe have shaped my way of activities is what my mother normally said. Now, from a very poor home, when I mean poverty, when you see poverty, you drink poverty, you sleep with it, you eat it, you wake up with it. But my mother said, Wahala be kashe mutum. Yes. Wahala meaning wahala suffering does not kill you. But rather now it makes you to be strong and make it to be strong. That is one thing that has kept me moving. Please, our conduct as women in every facet of life. Now that's one thing I loved about the white person, or a white man, or a white woman. We talked about etiquette when I was coming in advanced country when you are having a meeting, and I'm so proud of you guys. Everybody, somebody stands to speak everywhere. It becomes still, right? Because you want to listen. Because when you are still, you are calm, then you become calculated. But please, my dear sisters, I beg you, in every angle you will find yourself, conduct yourself in a way that the men will not know where do you stand. When I started it, they said, we're having a meeting at about 10 o'clock. Oh, God. I said, no, the meeting has been changed to about 12. So we, the women, will start reducing in number. Oh, I'll be at 12 o'clock. No, the meeting is for 1. I said, no, we'll sit down here. We were drinking tea. We'll drink tea. The one of them said, don't you have a husband in the house? I said, don't you have a wife in the house? I said, I know, we're trying to meet 2 meetings. I said, am I not part of the meeting? He said, no, Binta, you know, serious election, but I am contesting the election. If I you that you are talking to me, you are not even contesting. You stay there till 3 o'clock. My husband, may he so rest in peace, you bring me and drop me there. We'll finish. I'll go back. In the morning, they say 10 o'clock. Before 10, I'm there. But because they push you and push you and push you. No shouting, no fighting. But sit down here. Sit down, come. I said, no, my husband, I think you are not ready because for you to buy into college, you must get the blessing of your spouse and your parents and your children. If they give you the blessing, the sky is your limit. But if they don't give you the blessing, people know attention to the stay back. Stay back. Because you cannot excel. The Bible says, can 2 work together? It's an agreement. So please, parental blessing is key. Spouse's blessing is key. But our conduct must change. And the conduct she talks about etiquette. It's part of the conduct. Now we are sitting there sometimes and it's as if we have never seen it. I hate it when people say that they're doing it. But if you have food when they buffet, you carry your plate, the food will not run away. If you carry one food is made at this is Kilimanjaro. It doesn't say well of you. Somebody is watching. There's somebody within because something will come out in the future. Now, even the matter of consideration. In everything we are doing, there's somebody that is watching what we say. We don't know where that thing will go. So tomorrow you say, can you consider Hail Mary? No. That one, the way she talks and all those things. I remember they are considering me for something. Say, if you bring things like that in, one of us will die of hunger. What is not mine is not mine. We are fighting corruption, and we as women were supposed to be the one in the forefront. Because our children are the one looking for jobs today, there's no job. Our children are the one into drugs because there's no work. So we are the one to be in the forefront of fighting corruption. Then if you talk about corrupt people and you want me to be part of it, I won't be part of it. Because everything we do here on earth, one day we will leave this place. So my dear sisters, and even my brothers, and she for she that I, we have no any other country that we can call ours, such our own country. And sometimes we will run our mouth. I might be in APC, we might be in PDP. That is the platform that we believe we can actualize whatever we want. But again, you might need me at the end of the day. I might need you. If today I'm running for the governorship of Adamawa State, politically, if I get a ticket, I have to leave the confine of my party and launch into other areas so that I can now lure other women. Party ticket is just one. But after the party ticket, the next thing is that you look for every human being that you think can support you and actualize your dream. So when we talk about conduct, it starts from the home. Charity begins at home, and I'm happy most of us are charitable with our conduct. When you see somebody pushing you, just find a way and excuse the person and let the person move. People are watching you. But when somebody pushes you and you start pushing the person, then your conduct is questionable. Two wrongs can never make a right. So even in attitudinal, we have issues. And I don't like when women sit down, the next thing, she's wearing Gucci shoe. Me, I want to go say what thing happened. I know, look at her shoe. Me too. Why are you in competition? We in competition here. On the break. When you know what you have, people will look for you. The guy that started this NBA, what's her name? Dora. Yes. Dora was working with PTM. When she went on assignment, official assignment, came back, the funds that remained, she remitted it back to the government's coffer. When Obasanjo came and boy was looking for a woman that he can trust. And somebody said, there's one woman called Dora. This is what she did, this is what she did. Say, go and look for her. It's the conduct that will speak for you. So whatever you do, think. Sometimes I know you want to this one. What I'm saying is that our conduct to speak for us. So when you think you have one or two boyfriends, you see in one day, say, I am coming. You not try to create one lie or the other to see how the two cannot. It won't work. One day it will speak out. Anything done secretly will expose. But when you are you, take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. But I like.
You know, you will listen to a friend's advice. Like, you don't listen to him.
Some of us are very wonderful. The woman is always looked upon. that we are in threat, and I don't know why we are in threat. The president is not
Like now.
women, and that's why he gave them sensitive positions to hold. So don't look down on yourself and think you are a nobody. Aspire to become what nobody has become. That will propel you to do better. We were asking, what do you want to be? Like I was telling some ladies, I want to come to the federal house. I said, my dear, if the state house of assembly is the one that you can win election, try it from there. And some people take offense. Some people take offense. One of the ministers today, I remember when I was chairing APC in Adamawa State, and she wanted to contest for the House of Representatives. She called upon me. We had to go to her state. We spoke to virtually everybody. And the governor said, what does she come for the state assembly? And she said, no. She knows that her state will not even allow it. But today she's a minister. You know, she's a minister today, holding a very, very sensitive position. Another one, so Honorable Binta Bello, was on my neck till I had to spend about 3 days in one day. And became so close with the late wife, the governor then. And there were two. There were two. And when we did, and then I had to, for 3 days, we were talking. And the governor said, one has to go in and one can't go in because of some cultural whatever. And that was how Binta came in and spent almost 12 years in the National Assembly conduct. But I don't like this issue of we have never done it, and I don't think I want to allow anybody to do it. Please follow politicians. I don't like it. We should create a platform like this and see where we can now make them look for us, not we looking for them. We have to change the directive because within even the beauty upgrade, you have women in different professional backgrounds that can contribute their own quota to nation building. But this issue of follow, we should do actually and start following everything. And after they finish, they now leave you. I think, I don't know how it happens. When they finish, they didn't even look at the women, what they were giving us. And then women are first. Not a men here come on, women are first. Give men are first too. But when was it the women are first, woman leader? And one of the things I said, no, let's do the training system. If the governor is, I love what the Southwest was doing. But unfortunately, this time around, Lagos State, they lost it. And that's what is happening in South Africa. The Constitution of South Africa, the first 10 names given to whatever were women. So the party goes into election, not the individual under the party. The party goes into election, the distribution is done by the party. So if you have a speaker who is a female, the deputy speaker is a male. If the speaker is a male, the deputy speaker must be a female system. But here, even if we're saying, okay, we're trying to pick one woman here, another one, why not me? So I want to say, no, this lady has the potentials of being ABC. Let's support her. The division, they have to start. Before you know, small Magana will start. Look at her. You think she's a family. Look at how her leg is. Look at the way she did her hair. The men don't do this petty thing. And I said, I called upon women like Anakita, who God has blessed tremendously. I said, let her take, even if it is one woman in her constituency. That's what the men do. That's what I'm saying. There's one person that has been shouting that if we are blessed, we've seen it in America. When women will contribute their 1 kobo, 2 kobo, and look at one particular woman that will say, this lady can deliver and can cry, make our cry right. That is special. Why not after sponsoring you again, you become another big madam? We have issues that we need to track and trash out. That's our attitude. I was telling somebody, I said, you want to go and look for campaign, don't go and wear gold and diamond and paint your face. And the lady took offense. Because that was what I was told by Lena Dobonyaro. In fact, I went for a campaign, I came back, I was so exhausted, tired, I wanted to go and take my bath. And then after Lena Dobonyaro was looking for me. I had to wear my longer, I didn't know I was wearing my bathroom slippers. I went. And that lady kept me and was watching me for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And then she called me, she said, what I wanted to talk to you about, it's like you are fasting. I will go campaigning and wearing expensive clothes and painting, and I think, mommy, I will take my mouth. But dressed like them because they believe in you. But when you now go in with all manner of this one, she doesn't even know. No, she doesn't even know our pain. But when I was telling the lady, she took offense. So my dear sisters, study your environment. Environment differs, but conduct is universal. So if your environment warrants one or two things, as long as you cannot bring about disrespect, because your conduct is for you not to be disrespectful. So after you do it, the sky will be our limit. Like I said, I was the youngest parliamentarian in 1999, and now I'm becoming too old. I will be happy to see that as I'm getting out, other women are coming in my time. I'll see the Parliament of Nigeria having 50-50. I was signing one of my members from Kaduna when she was the MPG. Now when we did this Women National Anthem, we adopted for the CWP, I went and met the Minister of Women Affairs and I said, there are some certain things that we discuss as women parliamentarians, African women, that affects us. But sometimes we cannot move forward because of some of the legislation. So send your desk officer to be part of it. And again, we told some of the presidential, the first ladies of the state, that we need to co-opt them in. But sometimes, when you are in your bedroom with your husband, you discuss some certain issues that can either make or match. So we now tell them and sell the ideas to them. And when we came in, and that's what you are now having as your national women's anthem, I was the product of that. No. You understand? If you looked at this, we're working side by side with men, not that for us that we want to be the head. You can never be the head as a woman. It's a misnomer because God has predestinated it to be that. But the man must be the head. When you take responsibility in the house, you will never have peace in that house. Because that is not your portion. But that's what God has placed in man is for him to take the leadership of the home and the family. So my dear, our conduct should speak for us. And sometimes, again, please, then say, she said, we say, now will not help us. Please. If we now want to know this is what we want to achieve in life, and don't harbor bitterness, it will take you anywhere. If I'm having a problem with her, even the way she talks to me, I will go and meet her, I'm not happy with this thing. Instead of me going through her back to say, it will not. The men fight, well, it's not that they don't fight, but they fight, they disagree, and at the end of the day, they agree. But we fight, we disagree, we refuse to agree. And that is why the men have said, we are the problem of ourselves. So please, my distinguished sisters, I think it's time for us to go back to the drawing board and ask ourselves, what do we want? As people, as a woman, and as a nation. And if you go out with a voice and campaign around the 774 local governments, calling on women to say it is the time for us to be given an opportunity to serve our motherland. I don't think anybody will stop it. Thank you very much.
While we were receiving that thought-provoking lecture from our distinguished senators, a he for she walked in. Honorable Kazim Apegwa, a politician. It is my honor and privilege to hand over the microphone to him to give us a goodwill message.
This is just like an ambush. I actually came to see one of the sheep, Golda, in her office, and she told me, "Oh, women are having meeting." I said, "I hope you are not planning to go on strike." And she told me it's purely politics. I listened to Senator Binta. It's quite a vocal voice when she was in the Senate. Oh, she's still there? Okay, yes, I know. Let me say this, that this is quite like a revolution, what you are doing. I think this with all this sense of responsibility because I engage quite a number of women groups. I also brainstorm with them. And what you are doing here is just in line with what is desirous for the nation to move forward. No man will tell you is selfish. They want to take over and take everything right in the pot of soup. You cook the soup, but they take everything, every piece of meat. So that's why I see this as a very unique. And what you are doing now, you may not know. You go a long way to encourage quite a number to be actively involved in politics. I had a meeting 2 days ago, and this issue came up. A particular lady said, women are the problem of women. That is known. But we can break that barrier. You can. You see, I like the name you've given yourself, brain and beauty. Beauty and brain, or brain and beauty. Please add to it content and character. Because you see, if a woman is intellectually endowed, fired and wired upstairs, the men are challenged. I can tell you that. In my undergraduate years, I used to think I had very beautiful handwriting. So there was this lady who came for the Federal Government College. The day I saw her handwriting, I said, "What? Woman, get this kind of handwriting? No, I go encourage myself." So I got fired. And when we were in poetry class, you need to see her delivery and listen to her. We're all coming from secondary school then. But I said, how could this lady be this wild? I double up my efforts as a man. So what you need to put the men on their toes is that intellect. And women have no problem. Thank you. You may not know this because if a woman can dominate the strongest of men, what else do you need to rule the world? No matter how strong a man is, the woman will, you know what I mean? So let me seriously encourage you. And let me also say that for the state of affairs in the country today, you need interaction such as this. The processes that are not yielding results in the political arena. What are those processes? Why is it like that? I was reading a news item just now. 8 ex-governors, 3 others looking for chairman APC. I didn't see a woman. What is happening? What is wrong if Peter presents herself for chairmanship as others? What is wrong with that? And you all here, what you can do if you are members of APC or any party, you work yourself to become delegates. It's a simple truth. But if you sit back and think that something will be served to you a la carte, you won't get it. These men are not comfortable to see a woman in charge. They are not. They are contesting the position. What they want to do, they'll say, women leader. That one is already there. In fact, I saw one youth leader in one of the states. He's about 74 years old. A man. And they call him the youth leader for a party. You see, but if you don't challenge, and I'm encouraging people in this room and elsewhere, that someone like Senator Binta, when she walks out of this place, she should go and do a press conference that she's contesting for the national chairman. And let me tell you what will happen. And let me tell you what will happen. The dynamics will change. People will say, wait a minute, who is sponsoring Senator Binta? No, people will be asking questions. It's possible she has a godfather somewhere or a godmother somewhere. But if people in this room contribute 5,000 naira, you'll be surprised that what you will do with that 5,000 you contribute to advance our cause will be the strong bond that will unify all of you. Because you need to be committed to a cause. It is lack of commitment that's always a problem. That's why you see some women choose to go it alone. Because they know how it works. So please, in the life and times of a nation, there comes a time when it is very, very expedient, very, very official for women to speak out. And when you speak out, please be committed to whatever you choose to do. And if your membership is just drawn from one party, extend to another party and ensure that there is collaboration. Then you choose, pick the constitution of any party, dissect it, pieces it, educate people, choose positions that you think you have brains and beauty to manage, and sponsor them to those positions. If they don't win now, they will have been making an impression. Next time, they will be called upon and they will say, oh no, last time you underrated that woman. This time around, we are saying that they plan for us. Because there is nothing like congregation. When you agree that for all of you to leave whatever you agree to be here in this number, means that you mean business. And the beauty I'm saying here also correlates to the brains I've listened to work. So please, for Nigeria, the woman is the more emotional person, and you bear the brunt of all the halitosis that presently obtains in the polity. When somebody dies, the woman is more pained, more mournful than the man. Few men will just take 1, 2, 3 days, they're off, they're on their track. But the woman feels the pain more because of the pain of childbearing. And so to that extent, when a country is in crisis, you people sit down more to tell us the roadmap. People know me to be very stubborn. Anytime I go out with my wife, they'll be getting her. Wait on, madam. No, for managing this man. How did they do it? I said, and I told my wife who told her, no, it's a lamb at home. Now make God the nurse outside. You see, You need to understand the psychology of the woman and know how to deal with situations. And for my own wife, I'll tell her, I don't have father, I don't have mother. You are my father, you're my mother. I'm an orphan. Now, what you need to do to help me, you already know that I'm troublesome. Always pray to God to reduce my temper. And I fight positive fights. I don't fight anyhow fight. I fight positive fight because I like to be principled. And I tell people, in the world of politics, the extent I've seen it to the highest level, the honest man is a lonely man. When you are being honest with situations, like Peter, who is very blunt, who can call bluff of any man, they say, don't mind her, he's too proud. He's just doing shakara because who is she? We'll bring her down and all that. So, what we need to do as women, because we have the power of conviction, we have the power to strike at gold and get it, please, this kind of congregation is what you should encourage and sustain it. So, I don't know what this group, how they are funding it. I'm going to give it support of 100,000. Just to assure you that at any point in time you call on me, come and talk, come and preach. Somebody you want to call somebody aspiration, I will continue my widow's mite. Because if you get there tomorrow, I will stay by your other side and say, okay. So I want to encourage you, I want to commit you all into the hands of Almighty God, because God will grant each and every one of you good health. It is what you need to continue to sustain your struggle, to continue to pursue your daily endeavors. If you are well, you are strong. Those who are not feeling too good, please speak out. Women like to keep too much secret to themselves. Oh, she's going to laugh at me if she knows what's happening to me. No. The solution to your problem is only by the next person on your side. Please speak out, interact, engage constructively, and believe that this course you have set up for yourself, that you must achieve something. I want to hear that in the next dispensation 2023, that 3, 4, 5, 6 persons from this group get into position of authority, where they can impact positively on people, on members. And when you get there, Binta, if not you, always remember everybody here. And you have to work like a collegiate and not individual, because if you are collectively pursuing a course, you will achieve results that individually single yourself out. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I appreciate you all.
Thank you very much, Honorable Kazim. Like Oliver Twist, I will ask for more. The president will give you a form to give to your wife to join this house. Thank you. So we have a new member. Yes. Just a quick one before you do, please. The distinguished senator has a busy schedule, so she will step out. But when she does, that's not to say we have ended. So please just hold on. And before then, our host, Ms. Golda Osikana, will say 1 or 2 things to us.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. My most distinguished Senator Binta, a woman I love so much. I respect her so much. My mentor, I admire her, and I'm so happy that she's here today. My auntie, our big auntie, Auntie Inga, we thank you so much. My darling, Dr. Buki, my friend, my sweetheart, everything she is to me. Thank you. And of course, my brother, my very, very close confidant. Somebody who comes to me every day, and that is how he walked in here today. And I said to him, you must come upstairs and speak to these women. I welcome you. And I welcome my beautiful sisters. You are all so beautiful. You are so lovely. This is our first inaugural meeting. And I say thank you so much on behalf of Beauty and Brains, Women for Peace and Unity. Like Kazim said, we are non-partisan. We have women from PDP, APC, all other parties, APGA, and we are ready to support any woman that we so believe that is able to carry the cause of women to the next level. And like Kazim said, we are going to purchase that form. APC chairmanship form, we buy it. If for nothing, we will just buy it and make a statement. Yes, yes, it's for something. We will make a statement and say, yes, a woman is going in for chairmanship. We have to, like our president will say, change the narrative. Let it be on record that a woman bought. Yes, we will see, yes, that a woman bought that form. So once again, I thank all of you. And I say, God bless you all. For our special guests and our in-house people, we have a small reception downstairs. And for our members who are part of this beautiful house, we will just sit here and we'll serve you. Thank you very much and God bless you. Thank you. Well, where is the please, on their way down, let them go to the red carpet point and just take a quick. President, please go with them. Your team members that are around. Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. Please, if you are not part of those to be there, kindly sit tight. We are still on. The president has not spoken to us. Okay. She has a very good lecture prepared. So just sit and wait. You will enjoy it. While we are waiting for them, we will pass the microphone round to those who were not previously introduced so that they can introduce themselves. We need to know ourselves. So I will start from our Iyaloja here. Sorry, I got here late. It was because of the rain. My name is Chief Mrs. Oluwatoyin Ibadan. I'm the Iyaloja. Happy to have you on list. She's a member of UBW, please. She's not a guest. Who else came in when we had finished with the introduction? Okay.
Hello?
I was actually in another Zoom meeting when that introduction was done.
Hello?
I didn't say anything.
Hello?
Women, oh yeah.
MC?
They have told us everything that we need to learn. Yes, it's oh yeah. They have told us everything that we need to learn to make a change, a positive change indeed. I must say that I am very happy to be here. Since 1999 that I started working around political wing, today is the best meeting I have attended so far. I want to say it. Today is actually the best meeting that made an impact in my life. But honestly, when you come to a place they will teach you how to comport yourself, it is worth coming to. Teaching you how to be a sister to a fellow sister. You know, we all claim to know everything. I don't know all. And if you keep claiming you know all, you will not make any headway. You can watch what she said about the way we can chew bread, ordinary bread. Me, I have been going to international conferences, as in, if she's here, she knows me. CSW, since 1999, I have been attending. I have never missed, except during COVID. If I enter plate, they give me bread, I will just cut it into two. Put my butter, they chew myself. Who knows that I will
split, do the shakara before starting. I never knew that. Okay? Another important thing I learned here is from that young lady. That young lady opened my eye.
Her name is Dr.
Dr. Buki, good. She is a sister to behold. My sisters and our fellow he for she, this room is enough for us to produce a chairman of a party, no matter the name of the political party. We are just enough here to produce one chairman. I have seen people I started this race with. Most of them are inside this hall. I urge all of us to go home, think about what we want to do. If you know you don't have money to contest for Senate, please do not contest for Senate. Start with councillorship. She said something, Auntie Binta said something. You know, all of us, some of us will say, I am a PhD holder. Therefore, I cannot contest council. It's a lie. There is no permanent seat, there's no strong seat, there's no particular seat anybody can achieve or contest. What is important is what you are going to impact on when you are there. What positive impact can you give? So let us learn. Another aspect, most of us don't like anybody teaching us what we do not know. Some of us cannot express ourselves in the public. We can't speak English. If you make a mistake, your sister corrects you, accept it. It is only somebody that loves you that can tell you where you are wrong. You can just talk. As I'm talking now, if I'm making a mistake, nobody will tell me. I have not achieved anything. If somebody has said, oh, where you are saying this thing, you made a mistake, I will say, oh, thank you, my love. And from that, I will learn more. On that note, I am supporting this gathering with the sum of 10,000 naira. Not because I have all the money, but because I want women to move. I have been hearing about this organization right when I live in Lagos, and a lot of impact they are doing in the world globally. And in Nigeria, it will not fail. For us to win, we must be supportive. Whatever you can support, 1,000, 2,000, support. Let it not be just one person doing it. Let it be everybody collectively doing it. And together we'll win the rest. Thank you very much.
While she was speaking, information came to me that some people will want to join us. They asked for the forms. We will collect your names and phone number. Grace, please tell one of your youth wing people to do that. Collect names of those. If you go to the registration point, you'll be able to do that. Just put down your name and number. We will co-opt you in. So, next will be a lecture from our president. She's going to speak to us on values, character, integrity, and trust. Honorable Hail Mary is a politician. She has so much upstairs, and I'm sure we will also gain from her, like we did from other speakers. We are reducing her own talk time from 20 minutes to 5 minutes. We know you are all tired, but please, still feel free. Thank you.
And brains. If we say beauty and brains, we are the light of the nation. I welcome you all. I welcome you all to Beauty and Brains, Women for Peace and Unity. We are for peace and unity of this great country, Nigeria. We must change the narrative. This is not about APC. Did you see anybody mentioning my name and say she's a woman leader of APC or anything? No. And if you see a lot of people here, I didn't get FCT people to hear. I needed to change the narrative of this great country, Nigeria. Before I go further, you will see a lot of people. We have our disabled brother. It's a part of this. It's a grassroots person. We don't underrate anybody. We have the Yanoja. She's in charge of the market in FCTN, and she's a member of this wonderful forum. We have our youth wing, headed by Sister Mary. They are all here with great conduct. I'm going to talk on values. You had Senator Binta talking about conduct, character. Listen carefully. Character is like a smoke. You can't hide your character. You can't. At the time you go somewhere, we need to learn all these things. It's not the usual way. We just tie wrapper. We are jumping up and down. We are dancing. That's why the men look at us. We went to a minister's house. Iyaloja is my witness. The minister will step in, women, about 7 of us. If you see how he tied his face, he squeezed his face. What are these? What are you people looking for? All these women, oh yeah. We said, sir, we are not those kind of women. We have come to change the narrative. He didn't even want to sit down. He took a wise woman, the wife, to calm him down. Normal way we women will behave, because the woman saw the lapses and the way the husband embarrassed us. We wanted to run away, some of us. But we had to adjust. Even when they gave us, even when they gave us tea, nobody could take tea from the table. The embarrassment was too much. Why? Because they already have something against women. They say, once women come, very rare to see women sitting like this and listening. All they want to hear is, where is the money they are going to share? Let us be clapping and a man will come and say, okay, we are singing. That is not it now. The women are here. No. If a man is bringing out 5,000, the women should bring 10,000. They will know they must respect us. We have beauty and brains. We must have great character, great attitude. And that taught us on etiquette. There are certain things we should know, because this is our first general meeting. That's why we said, no, this is not about to be dancing. Let us build a solid foundation. What is expected of us as women, that these men will look at us and say, wow, new set of women have come in, and they will be looking for us. At the time we do our inauguration, these men will look at us. That's why we didn't give it anybody's name. It's not APC, it's not PDP. But we are great politicians. They will be looking for us and say, where are those set of women? Those ones are beautiful, intelligent women, and women with great character. We must show great attitude. Humble yourself. If there's anything people that know me talk about, it's my humility. What is in this life? Where are you taking all these things from? If you wear this, of what benefit is it to anybody? You just want to make yourself cool. Dress well, eat well, enjoy yourself, make yourself relevant. But don't use it to intimidate other people, because you can never tell. The table will turn. Just look at a clock. When it's 12 o'clock, it will ring bells. They say that is a dance turn. Don't be envious. She's your sister. Just be happy with her. Say, oh, Ada did this. Oh, I'm so happy for her. When it's 1 o'clock, they will say, this is Awele's turn. All we need to do is to come together as a family, being united. Drop all those luggages of bitterness, of gossip, of attitude. Drop it. It's of no use. People that know me, they know me very well. When you do something that is wrong, I call you. I say, this thing you have done is wrong. People around me, I will be serving them like this. People will say, can't all these people around you go and sleep. I'm like, no, it doesn't remove anything from me. Nothing. Everyone we spoke to, I just said, Senator Peter, come for our. He said, why not tell me? I'll come now. You are a nice person. I called the man from investment. We saw him spoke. He said, I will be there. My son, Ejiro, I just called him. I said, we want youth, some young girls to join our youth. He said, Mommy, consider it done. And we are all here together as a family. You see our northern sisters, you see people from the east, you see, it's like this, 36 states of the Federation. We are grassroots people. We are going to change the narrative. Not the usual one. Hey, Tarapa, we are clapping. Let us choose our own. We have suffered too much. We cannot continue like this in Nigeria. Many people must be in different positions to make women win, grow in this great country. Please, attitude, the right attitude. When somebody asks you a question, okay, how are you? Not shouting, don't shout at people. We don't know tomorrow. That person you shouted at might be the one to help you in future. Don't tolerate anybody. Don't look down on anybody. Don't say I have arrived. You can't be so powerful than God Almighty that created us now, and you still look at us and forgive us our sins. Humble yourself. I was talking to one lady one day, just small something, whether counselor they gave to you. Anywhere, I am a counselor, I am this. I said, even all these women, everybody, the women, they are all under me. I said, women are under you. Even your mother's age, everybody is under you. Because you are just on. And power is transient. It will leave any moment. And another person will come in. Power. Before you know it now, they will say, Buhari is gone. Another person will take over. So, show the right attitude. Humble yourself. Make more friends. Enjoy your life. Be a good person. Just enjoy your life. Stop thinking of everything. I've not done this. You will just die before your age. Just be happy how God created you. People will look at me like this. Hey Mary, your name ring a bell. By now, we thought it's God's time. What if I'm giving one appointment and I'm no more? God forbid. So, leave me, when is God's appointed time? He will just do it quietly. Please, my sisters, let's have great character. When we go for occasion, give me food. Look at how people, they sound beautiful now. People are watching us. We are doing great. When we go, don't stop walking up and down. Let us respect ourselves. That's the narrative. Charity begins at home. Change must begin from each and every one of us. If we want to change the narrative, let's not do it the way other people used to do it. It's turn by turn. Thank you very much. Give it up for her, please.
Thank you. I will, at this point, want to introduce the members of our Board of Trustees in absentia, but their names must be mentioned. First among them is Honorable Mrs. Hail Mary Aipo, who doubles as the president of this organization. We also have the Hajia Fati Kakana Mungolo Thomas. Finally, I want to once again thank everyone who came here. It is a great honor to stand here before all of you dignified personalities to offer these closing remarks. On behalf of the Beauty and Brains Women for Peace and Unity, we thank our guest speakers, invitees, distinguished members, and other persons present here today for creating the time from your various busy schedules to witness and partake in this inaugural meeting.
No doubt we have all gained some knowledge from the series of lectures delivered by our very seasoned, accomplished, and resourceful guest speakers. Going forward, it is expected that all of us will endeavor to put into practice all that we have learned today. That way, we will make our gathering here today worthwhile, and this moment etched in history as the beginning of a new era for women and empowerment for youth engagement. As this organization gains momentum, we shall continue to count on your goodwill and support to achieve our objectives. Please do not hesitate to offer any advice on ways that you feel the organization can be more responsive to the challenges of women and youth in our society. On a final note, thanks to all of you, and may God continue to guide and keep us safe. Special thanks also goes to Ms. Golda Osikema. She has been hosting the members of the think tank in the last couple of months when we kicked off. She also made it possible for this hall that we are using today. So appreciations to her. She may not be here in this hall now, but remember her in your prayers. May God bless the works of her hands so that she'll continue to do more. And also bless all our own. New members who want to register, if you've not registered, kindly meet Lady Peace Obi. Give her your name, your number, your WhatsApp number preferably, so that we'll add you to the WhatsApp group. Then at the time when we are giving out membership forms, you will get yours. And for those who do not know, 10,000 naira is for registration. And hopefully our inauguration will come up sometime in November. And for that, we're also paying some of 15,000 naira for the uniform we will use on that day. So as you're writing your name, please know the cost implication. The youths who are here also, we have a youth wing. If you are a youth, kindly meet Dr. Mary Jackson. Your own registration is 2,000 naira. To register you, no matter what state you come from. Thank you, and God bless all of you.